Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Football is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Geek Fruit with fellow and television geeks Tejas, Jishnu and Dinkar as they discuss the world of science fiction and nerd culture.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's the weekend mode and we all are in a weekend mood, especially I am because, whatever, the Mumbai weather is totally screwed up. I wish I could say the F word because that's the emotion right now. I mean, last night it was raining like hell, okay? When I reached Malad, I was drenched, I had no umbrella, nothing. I reached home all wet and cold, and morning I wake up and I step out. It's so hot. I'm sweating again. Like, wow, the sun is out. It's dry as if they didn't rain at all.
Actually, in Bandra, it's pretty nice right now.
I mean, the suburbs are like really screwed up. Oh, well, it's not a weather report show. Let's talk about Indian football. We have, you heard Chiranjit. We also have Kevin in the studio. Now, yesterday, as we said, for all those who did follow the TFG Football Twitter handle and the Instagram page, we kept you updated with the awards night that was conducted by AIFF in Mumbai, and I was there for it.
What was happening before that?
I don't know. I thought, I did hear that there would be a ramp walk, so I thought it would be a normal stuff, like people who come in their suits. You know, the players come in and go. And then the host was like, the players are going to come represent the states that they love. And I was like, okay, still better. And the first person comes out was Stephen Constantine representing Haryana in that avatar. And I was like, what? If y'all can't believe what I'm saying, go on the Instagram page of the Fan Garage and check it out. I mean, literally so the media was like really at the last because they were kept at bay this time. No, at distance. Y'all be there. So, and I'm like literally rubbing my eyes and really shook myself. Is that really a gaffer who's dressed like that? I mean, it was funny. It was really funny. Then
JJ loves Odisha.
You know, you could see that his face. He just came like straight face. Like, okay, whoever made me do this, fine.
Taking on for the team, yeah.
But everyone, I mean, it was a jovial moment at the end of the day.
The best troll moment was Praful Patel representing West Bengal. He was trolling East Bengal and Mohun Bagan so bad.
He was like, wow, West Bengal se aaya hai, kya baat hai. He loves the
message
state.
that I love East Bengal and Mohun Bagan so
That's
much.
why they're fighting so much for it.
And also 80k.
Yeah, don't forget that. See, 80k.
Doesn't matter. I don't even know if they'll be called 80k next
anymore.
year. Yeah. What if Liverpool comes in or whoever else comes in?
Tottenham.
Kolkata
Spurs.
Yeah.
You couldn't find a more shitty name than that. Now, moving on, there were other stuff as well. As I said, get onto our page and look for all the photographs and amazing stuff. We'll keep you updated. After the event was done, like all the awardees won their respective awards, there was a press conference held and we had 4 players who addressed the media. One, of course, being Sunil Chhetri, the captain. And then the keeper, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. And we also had the AIFF Best Player of the Year, JJ. And AIFF Best Player of the Year woman, Sasmita Malik, present over there. And we're not going to play the whole clip, but there were some interesting questions, of course. As we all know, Indian football is right now in a complete mess. I think this was one night that the players could be jovial and enjoy that moment and celebrate that India has come far in terms of Indian football in the past 1 year. But of course, questions would be asked regarding that when the captain is sitting right in front of you. So there were 2 questions asked. The first one was about his thoughts on the current mess. And by the current mess, I mean is that we don't know which league is going to be happening next season, and where the players are going to play and stuff. So he stuck to that, what he's been sticking every interview, everywhere that he's spoken, saying that I'm all for one league, unified league with all teams in there, play a longest season, and that's about it. That's what I am rooting for. Then there was a question, we will hear that as well, but before we enter that, there was another question posed by somebody, another journalist, where she asked that, now what if we also hear the talks that there will be simultaneously leagues will happen, like, the parallel things, ISL and I-League. What do you think that would affect players? How would it affect players? So he said, interesting point, if you think about it. He just said that, see, for me, if you say something like that happened, like you said, it would be great because there would be more teams. More teams mean more clubs would be in action. That means there will be more players coming in. So, all of that. And I was like, okay, that's an interesting point. I mean, something a different point. We always wonder, like, when the officials, the representatives of FPI said that this will be causing unemployment. Players would not know where to play and where to go. But even an interesting point. Let's not. I won't say the whole thing. Let's hear it from him himself. And here you go.
I don't even know either, man. I don't know because it has not been announced. Talks are going on, and it doesn't make sense for me to comment. If you ask me what is ideal, I've said 100 times, more teams, one league. If there are 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 teams and there is one league in the country that will be the best, and on that note, nobody can object, you, me, anyone inside there, everyone wants that. How to get there, and I'm sure all the think tanks are working on it. As many numbers of teams are there, fighting in a unified league or a proper league, it's good for Indian players. More Indian players getting chances are good. More youngsters playing every week in, week out is very, very important. It's very, very important that we have a structure where 20 Udantas, 20 JJs, 20 Gurpreet Singh Sandhus come every year. We are 1.3 billion people and we have to achieve that. Imagine the state of football in our country when there are 20 Sandeses, there are Gurpreets, there are JJs, there are Udantas, there are JD every year coming. That's what we want, and it will only happen if the kids play. It's very, very important that we have a league structure where Indian kids get to play, which is very, very good. You can train the best throughout. If you're not playing games, you're not going to improve, especially when you're young. So I'm sure the think tanks inside there, they're thinking about it. I hope we get a league structure where there are more number of teams and more number of Indian players play.
Sunil, while you mentioned the unified league and more teams are there, it's very good. But in the short term, if the ISL and the I-League played simultaneously, which is what the buzz is, then how will the players? It's going to be a tough situation for players to choose.
It's anyways tough. If you see the last year also, the player has to make a choice. It's anyway tough. What good will happen is if what you are saying goes ahead, and if we have 10 teams in A-League and 10 teams in the other league, let's not term main league, not main league, ISL. The 10 teams in ISL, that means 20 teams. So there are 20 teams of players are going to play. That's That's a good thing.
I-League and ISL are happening simultaneously for one. Then
so still players are going to play. There can't be an I-League happening without players. There can't be ISL happening without players. Players are going to play. Someone is going to play somewhere. So we're just talking about so many players getting employment. One big thing that happened, which is a very sad thing, was whenever there was a inter-transfer between ISL and I-League, I don't know if you guys remember, but there were a lot of players who didn't get a chance to play in ISL. So at that period, they weren't getting paid. It wasn't a great scenario to be in. And I know a lot of players who called me and said it's not a good scenario. But if this two league happens simultaneously, one thing is for sure, players are going to get employment. Now it's a different agenda where who is going to go where, which thing is going to be called what. That's them to decide. And I'm sure they're going to come with the best possible option. But yes, if there is simultaneous league, not only ISL and I-League, but even the League 1, League 2, whatever you want to call, if there are more clubs who are running properly, there are more players getting employment. And that's one of the main things that we should achieve in our country.
Yeah, well, you heard him. I mean, as good as a great speaker he is, we all know, and how with precision he talks. Now, just to dwell upon that, ponder upon his point, what do you all think, Chiranjeet, Kevin?
The FPI had that position that either make it one, or if you are not making it one, make it simultaneous, like parallel, so that at least more players get opportunities. Because otherwise, it's I-League players who play in ISL, and that leaves, even though you have technically 10 plus 8 teams who are playing at that level, but it really takes in only ISL what accommodates less than 100 Indian players, and I-League accommodates about 200. So it does not expand the top pool. So now if you have them differently, happening simultaneously, of course that will cause problems for I-League. That will cause problems for whoever is representing India in Asia. It will cause problems for India's member association ranking in Asia, because ISL will spend more money and take better players. But it means that more players will actually get to come and play at that high level.
Yeah, just like he made a point saying that, or you just heard him saying that. Whatever you call it, he doesn't want to term that this being a main league, this being not being a main league. But
no,
his
FPI wants to, like, he's also a part of FPI, right? And FPI wants employment more than anything else.
Yeah, that's what he was rooting for.
Yeah, biggest issue that they have dealt since ISL came in was unemployment. Yeah. And you've had players who went to Goa Pro League clubs and offered to play for free because they just don't want to sit for 3 months.
He mentioned that as well. So he's just rooting for more Indian players, that they will get chance, and he's also rooting for there will be employment, whatever you want to call it, whether it's a League 1, League 2, just like you heard him. So he's just whatever at the end he is like. But the think tank people who are in the think tank and the ones who are running it, I hope they get out with a great solution to all of this.
Well, AIFF executive meeting happened yesterday, right? And what was decided there, Praful Patel said, let's do it ISL I-League simultaneously because we don't have enough time. The season is shortened by FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Right. So maybe that's what they will do. Maybe there is a meeting happening tomorrow with I-League clubs, and
tomorrow is just the I-League clubs.
I think ISL representatives will also be there. I mean, ISL team representatives are hardly there. Like how many we ultimately saw in Kuala Lumpur, right? They are more or less represented by IMG Reliance people who just come and speak for all of them. It's like they will have that discussion, and I-League clubs will get to put some input there, but obviously the scale is heavier on the side of ISL as far as AIFF is concerned. And what AIFF will try to do is to drum up some sort of consensus from I-League clubs that, let ISL run in parallel. Okay, and East Bengal and Mohun Bagan are the only clubs who are against it, like who have really held a big opposition to it. Other clubs like Minerva Punjab, Chennai City, they don't really take too many ISL players anyway. Right? It's just those couple of clubs and Shillong Lajong and Aizawl FC who make some money by loaning out players to ISL who don't want that to go away. Okay, so there's a financial incentive to it, and they want the best players to be available at a relatively cheaper price. So that's their position. But interestingly, when Kuala Lumpur, that was supposed to be discussed, the league structure for 2017-18, Mohun Bagan and Shillong Lajong representatives just left. So if they care about it so much, why did they not talk about it then? And yesterday at the executive committee, when Praful Patel was mooting this idea, Lasing Ming Saoyan, who happens to be an AIFF vice president and the owner of Shillong Lajong, he said, please take all I-League clubs into confidence here because they are not here. But you were there a couple of days ago. Why didn't you discuss it there? I mean, I don't buy the return flight excuse for a second. So I don't know what it's going on. But again, the haphazard way that East Bengal and Mohun Bagan have dealt with it, despite being so vocal about give ISL a 2-3 month window and give I-League a 3 to 4 month window. Despite all of that, they have not put up a strong defense in the last few days, at least, when it comes to, opposing the parallel ISL I-League thing. So, I don't know. Dal mein kuch kala hai. Maybe, I don't know whether they will be able to cut a deal with ISL, but maybe they're still trying to do that. That's what this entire protest is all about, to get a deal from ISL for themselves. So, let's
get Kevin into this. Kevin, another meeting tomorrow.
meeting.
Tarik pe tarik.
Judge sahab, Indian football kab milega? So my feeling over here is ISL will happen, and it will happen simultaneously, considering October is a month where the World Cup will be conducted. So towards the end, we might see ISL being conducted with, say, about 8 teams, considering we do hear some rumors that one team is dropping out and the Tata team is coming in. And most probably, Bengaluru FC might not play in the ISL because the AFC Cup
you have to remember that last time they tried to get it past AFC, and AFC made objections or whatever that went down. they can make a little bit of technical correction and go back there on 12th and say, okay, we have made these adjustments. Now do you think ISL meets your requirements? And then AFC can suddenly give an AFC Cup playoff.
That is possible, but not this season. That is what I feel.
Okay.
Because Bengaluru will surely not play the ISL if the ACL spot is not guaranteed.
No, if AFC Cup, they have said
AFC
they just
Cup
want
again. Even if they win the ISL, what do they get? An AFC spot.
AFC spot, like they said an Asian spot has to be there.
Asian spot, but do you think Bengaluru will just be satisfied with an AFC Cup spot?
Yeah, it baffles me too. But they said
not really, because I don't think Bengaluru is up for that.
No, I spoke to somebody within the club, and he confirmed to me that they are ready to just accept an Asian spot to go to ISL. They're thinking about this as domestic business. So if they play in ISL, obviously they'll get better sponsors and more revenue. Better advertising in the league stage.
It will be an off-balance league, even if it happens with Bengaluru and the current ISL teams.
Maybe Tata comes in. Maybe we have 10 teams.
Yeah, because we also hear rumors about one team going out. ISL, but not
none
sure
of that.
Again.
I don't really think any team is going out this season.
So probably it will be a 10-team ISL.
Yeah, and a 10-team I-League.
10-team I-League running simultaneously.
They're talking about Gokulam FC coming in from Kerala with a franchisee fee, direct entry. You're giving out, Bengaluru FC leaves and Gokulam FC comes in. Like, comparison. Kya hai? Like, कुछ भी नहीं रहा इधर से. Only East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, Shillong Lajong and ISL FC and Neroka. These 5 clubs would be the interesting ones left. I really don't know what's going on.
But again, now the budget is being talked about so much. You add up to the budget, you get in players. We've seen what Neroka was able to achieve. Being in the second division, they notched up some players that really changed their performance and gave them the boost that was required.
Right.
So just a smart signing can really change the team's attitude and the direction that they want to head towards. So my feeling is a simultaneous league might happen. It might be a shorter season. Again, like how we see in Federation Cup was just shrinked into one or 2 weeks. So that is what I get according to what...
One thing that sort of struck was that Praful Patel, when he was talking about it, his quotes in the papers, it talks about a November to April season. And you don't really need to finish everything by April. If you're finishing the league by April, that means you're thinking of a cup in May. So it may also be be a way that ISL does not get the AFC Cup playoff, but it goes to Super Cup winner. So top 4 teams from ISL, top 4 teams from I-League play in that Super Cup. But if that happens, the caveat is that Bengaluru FC will not play in ISL. So they will be going very hard on the 12th to get an AFC Cup spot for ISL itself. Super Cup will not be good enough if they want to pull Bengaluru. So
This again falls back to so many political, the politics, the numbers. Again, like Chiranjeev mentioned yesterday's show, I think the business side of it. I don't know, like, when did we reach at this stage?
No, we've been here ever since ISL came in. It became political and business at that point. It was not a single vision anymore. So now we are struggling to get back to that single vision. So let's see.
I think the only thing that's keeping us going and all the fans I'm talking about is the action that's happening on field. I mean, the Indian team doing well, the rankings.
Keep showing us games.
Yeah.
Don't let the fans go dead.
Yeah, because these off-the-field antics that they all are doing, the ones running Federation, I don't see anyone having the passion and love for the game. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but you don't really seem to show that. So it's really an unfortunate situation, but luckily we have great action coming up.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yes, it's
an
amazing
Kyrgyz
match.
Republic. That is what one of the administration representatives from the AIFF said that they want to be called as it was AFC's mandate and they want to be said as Kyrgyz Republic.
It's okay. If AFC members are listening to our show, we are sorry. We apologize. It's Kyrgyz Republic.
It's Kyrgyzstan. Chalo,
Yeah. Now, interestingly, Chhetri was also asked about that bit, and he said like a desperate captain that wants, or just a player for India saying that we want to win that, man. Like, he was literally in the emotional feel and said, we desperately want it. And imagine if that happens, it's 8 in a row win. for national team.
This will be the biggest.
Yes, it is. And he also mentioned how he's excited to be playing at Kantirava, which is his kind of home ground, you can say.
That's his actual club home ground.
So
by the way.
it'll be interesting.
Not some place where India recently played.
Well, now let's hear what he had to say. He's really happy and positive about the camp, and let's hear him.
Wins give you a lot of confidence. When you keep winning, even if you're not in your best days, you win games. It's a habit. So I'm really happy that we have got a little bit of that. I don't want to be complacent, I don't want to be bossy, but we have won games. So when you start winning games, you feel confident. I think we are there. This hurdle that we have on the 13th is a big one. They are the favourites in the group. So at home, I fancy ourselves against anyone, especially at Kandiva. So 3 points that game is going to give us a big boost, not only winning a game, but on the tournament, on qualifying, it's going to be a big boost. We know it. We are a confident bunch. Everyone is doing well. I just hope that we can perform again on the 13th and come out with 3 points.
An update on the injury?
I'm good. I played the game on 31st for Bangalore. I came over here, they assessed me. There was still a scar tissue. So I was rested. They didn't need me. They were so good on the day. So now I think everyone is fit. I don't think we have any injury. Mudanta is back, I think. Apart from him, everyone is fit and everyone is ready for selections.
Well, just like he said, the Indian national team camp mood is really good, and so is ours. We are looking forward to the match. We'll definitely talk about it in detail when the day approaches, and it's the weekend. So hopefully, when the new week starts, we'll have some new updates on these off-the-field antics rather than saying the same old stuff. I hope we'll see something, some light somewhere, and we'll keep you updated. Do not worry. The podcast won't happen on weekend, but we are always live on TFG Football Twitter handle and our website, thefangarage.com. So get on there, follow, and read all the articles related to Indian football. You can also talk to us directly. We are on Twitter, Chiranjit Oja, Boza_Kevin, Siju Matthew 94. Have a great day, folks. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, hit the like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon to get updates of our new episode. You can also listen to us on Audioboom, SoundCloud, and various other podcasting apps. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. Come back to us next week. Cheers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Sorry to say, but there's been a slight delay due to the apocalypse having suddenly begun. As you can see, there's death, destruction, and chaos taking place all around us. But don't you worry, food and drinks will be served shortly, and I would recommend checking out
IVM Podcasts
to get some of your favorite Indian podcasts. We'll keep you going till this whole thing blows over. Thank you.